Hey everyone, hope you guys are enjoying Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak in whichever platform you're choosing to play it on. And today I wanted to go over pretty much the second latest brand new event quest that Capcom decided to drop for this week. And this one is something that's been a long time coming. This is something that we have been expecting for quite a long time. And it's not necessarily for the quest itself, for what it actually is or the monster that you're fighting, but instead for the drops that it provides. And we're going to be talking about that in just a little bit. But first, of course, if you still don't necessarily know how to get your hands on any sort of downloadable quest or downloadable items or item packs, all you need to do is make your way down to the Steelworks or in Elgato, speak to the courier cat, and go all the way down to the add-ons options and claim anything that's labeled in white. Whether it is free item packs like we had on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC Windows just a few days ago, or Nintendo Switch and PC Steam, where brand new event quests have just dropped, and this one, a brand new Hazard event quest, of course highest difficulty quest that could potentially be available for some monsters, called Superconductor. This is a Master Rank 6 quest versus a Zinogre in the Flooded Forest. Now, a couple of things to note before we start going over the fight itself is that, of course, we knew about this specific Hazard quest as part of the leaks. This is one of the multiple set of event quests that we are going to be getting in the next couple of weeks going forward. So do keep your eyes peeled for more Hazard quests. Remember, the Hazard quests technically are supposed to introduce new moves and new attacks for a couple of monsters. Although this one specifically, if it does have a new attack or at the very least a new combo, I have to be quite honest with you guys, I didn't quite pick up on it. So do let me know in the comments if you picked up on any of what this quest is really supposed to do all that different relatively when it comes to new attacks or maybe new combinations, because I wasn't quite able to pick up on that. But with that said, there is one key change or one key difference from a normal Zinogre hunt, Master Rank hunt, and this Hazard version, and that is that it does live up to its name, Superconductor. It will continue to power up no matter what. This thing is kind of it's trying to do, at the very least to some degree, what that Rajang quest was just a few weeks ago by this point, maybe about a month ago at this point, when that Rajang Hazard quest that we got ended up being basically a Furious Rajang quest, where you are fighting this Rajang, but instead of just trying to fight normally and then occasionally power itself up and go Super Saiyan, instead it just kept powering up the entire fight. So it was just a Furious Rajang the entire time. It did a couple of things differently, but that was about it. This Zinogre, what it tries to do is that it continually charges up and charges up and charges up. It eventually begins to glow, but then of course if you keep hitting the head, and this is what all gunners should be doing, and you should be seeing that in my gameplay, this thing will just continue to stagger and stagger and stagger, and eventually just loses power up and then just try to recharge all over again. And it pretty much does that instantly. So it tries to power itself up as much as it can, but I believe it needs 2 to 3 different power up stages to be able to start glowing normally. So if you can keep kind of staggering it through head attacks, it probably won't stay powered up all that long, and you can knock it out of state relatively quickly. You'll also notice that it likes to charge a little bit more than usual. That's something that I picked up on. Its tail attack, kind of like the tail swipe attack, and then the pounce in the air might do it a little bit more common than it did before. I did notice that the pounce attack that it does, it will hit one-hit KO you. It did one-hit KO me, and I saw another Blade Master player as well get KO'd by it as well. So probably one of the things to keep your eyes peeled on is that when it gets relatively close and it's going to do that pounce attack, and you do have time to avoid it, but I didn't, and I'm guessing the other player didn't get a chance to as well, step away a little bit. Make sure you do that. Do not get caught up in the pounce. That is probably its most powerful attack, and it's a sneaky attack. You would wager that maybe if it combos you, obviously it's going to try to kill you, but if you're looking for a one-hit KO one, probably that straight up just pound paw attack that it does is probably the more powerful attack. Surprisingly, sneakily enough, it's the most powerful one, and it most likely will one-hit KO you. Other than that, it does have higher health, higher resistances, although I did see it kind of get knocked into mounted state relatively quickly. You can para it, certainly you can trap it, so take advantage of that if you can. But other than that, it will just try to power itself up. And again, it hits harder than normal, but not by much. Probably the most dangerous time is when it's powered up, or if it's doing that pound attack, spamming it a little bit. And it will do a once and a second one, but then it won't do a third one. So, you know, you do have enough time to kind of like, you know, readjust, if you will. But other than that, that is pretty much all it has that I noticed. Again, if it has new combo or something I didn't pick up on it, do let me know in the comments if you do see anything like that. Now, the reason why this quest I think has been something that players have been waiting for is that you are not only going to get melding blood on it, which of course is really good for you to be able to get plenty of, you know, crafting for talismans and stuff like that, but more importantly, this is going to be one of multiple quests that are going to give you MP accelerants. These are rarity 8 items that essentially make melding pot crafting instant. You only need one, you don't need multiples. I have like 600 of them, so I've not been taking advantage of them. And personally, I saw that you get somewhere around 12 to 15 per hunt. I hunted this thing about 5 separate occasions. The minimum I always got was 12 in the quest bonus rewards, but you'll always end up getting in the quest rewards maybe 1 or 2, with the bloods being 1 of 3 usually. So you can get anywhere from like 12 to at the bottom, maybe 2 or 3 at the top, so maybe 15 minimum, somewhere up to like 18 maximum. So it's a pretty hefty chunk. If you think about it, these are 18 different talismans, 12 to 15 to 18 different talismans that you can craft instantly if you have the anomaly investigation materials to be able to craft them. So presumably you have been doing your anomaly investigation grinding. Presumably you have plenty of those already, high level ones, especially Risen Elder ones, and those things are extremely valuable, especially if you have the 200 value ones, but even the 160 ones are really good. And you're gonna get MP accelerants, let's say 12 through 18 of them per quest. So you're gonna be able to get 12 to 18 brand new instant charms crafted right away, and that is gonna be fantastic if you're looking for god charms with the latest melding options. So do keep your eyes peeled for those MP accelerants. And like I said, there will be other hazard quests that will let you craft master rank, you know, high tier, you know, talismans with these MP accelerants. You only need 1 per quest. Obviously you need the points, but presumably you already have plenty of them since you're not using them all the time. So for me personally, like I said, I have 600 plus of these things. I don't need that many right away, but now I know that if I want to go on a spree and look for more god charms, I can do just that and farm these quests till my eyes turn blue in the face, because essentially they are infinite at this point, and people are going to be farming this quest quite a lot until other quests with MP accelerants drop. And I tell you right now, there will be multiple ones. But that's about all the information that I have for you guys today. If you're brand new to my channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.